In this video, I'm going to talk about my recently channeled message from Spirit and how you can do the same. Stay tuned. Welcome to the Happy Nessa 1111 channel, where we are committed to happiness, connectedness, and being you authentically and unapologetically. If you are new to the channel, or if you haven't done so already, please consider subscribing to support the channel and to join the family. Lastly, before I get into the channel message, I have to shout out Mental Health Month. Every May of every year is Mental Health Month, and at the time of recording, it's May 2021. And every day your mental health matters. I bring this up because on my mental health journey, I've had to stay true to me in order to cater to my mental health. And guess what? I am intuitive. I am psychic. I am a medium. And guess what? You are highly intuitive too. Okay, let's get into it. So the motivation for this video actually comes from the previous video I did, the first one. If you by chance did not watch that first video, please check it out. The link to that video is going to be in the description box. Now, for this video, it's a pretty simple and yet powerful channeled message. DMX has been in my dreams, and I have felt his energy more consistently than I would have ever imagined. And I know it's no accident. I know it's because as I'm embracing my gifts, staying true to me, catering to my mental health, I know he sees me as a portal, as a medium, as someone who's going to speak his message even after he is gone. So I'm doing this to honor his legacy. I'm doing this because even after our loved ones pass over, they are still here in just another realm. There are experiences we can have with them. There are messages they have to give. They are here to support us. So this simple yet powerful message is this: you are not your body. When your body is gone, your soul persists. And this message has to be brought up because when a loved one or even a celebrity or someone that, had significance in our life passes, there is a phase of mourning. There is a phase of sadness. There is a grieving process. But it's just that. It is a process. It is a phase. And in due time, which that time is different for each person, in due time, you are meant to celebrate his legacy. Celebrate your family members and friends and pass over loved ones who are in another realm, who are now pain-free. Celebrate the fact that, like me, you do have the ability to be highly intuitive. You do have the ability to connect to the spirit realm. So how do you do that, you say? Well, one, you have to have the desire, quite obviously. Two, you have to be open-minded enough about the process. And three, the next step is really just to get connected with like-minded individuals who are doing the same for the right reasons. I practice my intuition and use my gifts for the purpose of helping people heal, for the purpose of helping people be happy. My channel is called Happy Nessa because that's what I want more than anything. I want everyone here on planet Earth to achieve their happiness. And happiness is relative. And that's why I always say, be you, be happy. Because your happiness is not my happiness, and my happiness is not yours. So that is it for the channeled message. Although I am going to deliver a more in-depth, very specific channeled message that is not leaving me. DMX actually pointed out a particular scripture, and I want to honor that feeling. I want to honor that scripture. I want to honor that message, and I got to spend some time praying, meditating, and journaling to make sure that I understand how that scripture should be interpreted and what the message is. Lastly, stick around for another minute or two. I'm going to talk about spiritualism and this beautiful community of souls that encourage everyone to celebrate life beyond the physical. This has helped me so much on my mental health journey and on my spiritual journey as well. Okay, so I have got to shout out Cassadaga, Florida. This is a spiritualist community, and from what I've learned through direct experience, not reading word from word from the website, I know that spiritualism is somewhat of a religion, although they respect everyone in their path and embrace everyone where they're at. And the primary belief is that they believe the soul persists beyond the body, and that it is honorable to have a connection and to practice a connection with the soul once the body has transitioned. There's much more to Cassadaga and to spiritualism, but I've got to do some separate videos. There's a lot more digging and things that I got to pull together. I have been there quite a few times recently. Me and a friend actually celebrated our birthday in Cassadaga, spent the night in Hotel Cassadaga, which has an awesome history. And we also did a group reading with a psychic medium. So it was me and about 5 other friends, and then a few others that we didn't know. So about 9 people total who were in a room. And the psychic medium went around and gave personal messages, either about our past, present, or future, and or delivered messages from family and friends who have transitioned. So that was pretty cool. I've also just recently, just like a few days ago, went to their Spirit Day Gala of Spirit. I'm not sure what it was called, but something like that, where they had a ton of little seminars. They had like mini readings, tons of vendors where you can buy crystals and spiritual tools. They had a keynote speaker, but they also had a lot of other speakers. I attended a session that was called, I think, Law Enforcement and the Paranormal. And there was this awesome retired leader in the police force who gave her experience about spirits while serving in law enforcement. So anyways, I could just go on and on and on. I just love this little community. It's about 45 minutes away from me. I wish I was a little bit closer. But what I love most is that I feel at home here. Because in the mainstream world, you know, talking about being psychic and having a connection to the spirit realm can have you feeling a bit weird. But what's amazing about YouTube and these different platforms is I'm finding tons and tons of other people who are embracing their gifts and saying that we're all intuitive, right? And here in this community specifically, it's like that's the norm. Like the norm is that everyone is embracing and celebrating the connection to the spirit realm. So shouts to Cassadaga, Florida, and shouts to spiritualism specifically. Definitely subscribe if you want to know more about Cassadaga, spiritualism, and having a connection with the spirit realm.